Hi, welcome to Vaughn's Tarot, and this is going to be a partly card, partly channel message, and this is going to be what you need to know right now. So, some of you, I'm feeling like you may be juggling different things, or you may have a lot of ideas floating in your head about what it is that you want to do. Some of you are about to leave a job that you don't like. Others of you are leaving relationships that you can't tolerate, or you just leaving a lot of things behind because you realize that there is a higher purpose for your life, or you have a higher calling. Like, I'm picturing somebody saying, I know it's more to life than paying bills and just going to sleep and going to work and taking care of family. There's got to be more meant for my life than just that. And there is something that you meant to do. Like, I feel like this is your year and you have a higher calling on your life. You have a higher purpose. Some of you, you're trying to do more than one thing, like at a time. I feel like you should stick to one thing and make it happen, and then go to the next. Like, focus on one thing first and then move on to the next project or the next idea that you might have. There's an idea that you have that you may have been stalling on, or that you may have been sitting on, and I feel like if you start it, then it'll lead you the rest of the way. You have to start it in order to be able to accomplish it or finish it, because I see a lot of you accomplishing things this year, especially within the next 6 months. But you have to believe that you can do it for your future, and believe that you can start it. Because some of you weren't meant to work a 9 to 5. Those of you that don't have your own business, you wasn't meant to work a 9 to 5. Those of you that do have your own business, you may have been thinking about expanding, or you may have been thinking about how you can grow it, or how you can reinvent it or make it better. Or you may have been wanting to partner up with people and invest in things, and I see that going your way. If you do that, if you partner up with people, or you expand it in different ways, or you come up with a brand, or you make something to go with your business, or you add more flair to it. Or, like, let's say you're if you buy more property. Let's say you own land and you want to buy more property and get something built on it. Or you have a you or you want to start an online store, or something. That there's something that you good at that you want to do. Some of you want to write. You've always wanted to write a book, but it's been in your head and you're not taking action on it. This is your year to take action on it, because that you being yourself and you taking action on it is what's going to lead you to the money. Some of you have had to let go of things, but you have to realize that it was for your higher good. If you wouldn't have let it go, then you wouldn't be able to prosper and be who you was meant to be, because those things that you had to let go of was just holding you back anyway, whether it was relationships, or certain family members, or friends, or friendships you had to let go of and distance yourself from. Maybe you was dealing with people who you felt like was just using you, or they wasn't really there for you like that. It could have been people that took advantage of your kindness, or they didn't prove that they really cared about you like you cared about them, or something like that. And now it's like you starting from scratch. So you getting over a loss currently. You getting over a loss, and you have a lot of ideas floating in your head, but you have to open up your emotions and let your guard down, and, like, get out of your feelings in order to make those happen. Whether it's like maybe you too guarded because of, like, something that happened to you when it comes to a relationship. Or maybe you have too many ideas at once and you're not putting your focus on one thing. Like, you think about one idea and then you think about another one the next day. You have to focus on one in order to make it happen. Some of you could have your guard up against a water sign. If it's not a water sign, then you just feel emotional about the situation because it ended, or you feel like you had to let it end because it either wasn't going anywhere, or it was bringing you more stress and pain than bringing you happiness. What else does Gemini need to know right now at this time? What else does Gemini need to know right now at this time? You need to save your money with the Strength card and the Five of Pentacles, and or invest it into something. Some of you, if you are seeing somebody, be careful of pregnancy. If you are dealing with somebody that you don't trust, it's best to end the situation or keep your options open. If you still want to deal with that person, then keep your options open, because for some of you, they may be keeping their options open. Those of you that are single, you may just want to stay that way because of things that happened in the past, but I'm seeing that you're gonna meet somebody anyway, whether you closed off or not. I still see you meeting somebody. A lot of you are just holding back, and like you, because you had a lot of things end in your life with the Empress. Some of you, it could be with your baby daddy or your baby father. Others of you, it could just be with somebody that you wanted to be with long term, or you dealt with this person for a long time and you feel like it's time for it to be over, because you feel like it was just holding you back on an emotional level and holding you back from maybe pursuing other things. Maybe you put your heart and soul into a relationship or a dead end job, and it's time to let that go in order for you to pursue something that you really want to do, or in order for you to follow your real dream. A lot of you are very intelligent, or you have a lot of gifts, so you have a lot of creative ideas. Like some of you may be skilled in writing. If it's not writing, maybe you could sing. If it's not that, maybe you do hair. If it's not that, then maybe you want to own something of your own instead of working under somebody. Maybe you always dreamed of owning your own daycare, or hair salon, or it could be anything, or you want to buy a property or something like that. You can do that. And like it's saying, spirit is saying to let go of any doubts or anything that's holding you back from your future or how you want your future to be, because I'm seeing a upswing and things happening for you in 2024. But first you have to let go of the fear that you might fail. You can fail 20 times before you actually succeed. You can't be afraid of failing, because that's a part of the journey. So as long as you trying or you putting your energy into it, and even if you fail, as long as you keep going and you don't let nobody talk you out of your dreams or tell you you can't do something or you can't learn something, then you'll be able to succeed in it eventually. Even if you fail once, it's you only fail you only fail when you give up trying. So if there's something that you want to do, or there's an idea floating in your head, maybe you had a dead end relationship that was holding you back from doing those things, or maybe you want to pursue somebody and you're afraid that they may not feel the same way, or you're afraid that the relationship might feel like one in the past, or maybe you already in the relationship and you're afraid of getting your heart broke. You got fear in you that you should let go of. Just go with the flow. Don't have anxiety about what's next, because you never know what's going to happen. You just really have to take it day by day. Just let go of the fear that you might feel. Whether you have fear that a new relationship might fail, or you have fear that an idea of a business that you have might fail, or you have fear of your future not working out how you want it to, or what's going to happen when you leave this job, or what's going to happen um 10, or what's going to happen 5 years from now, or you dating somebody, what's going to happen with our relationship. You got to let go of that fear. That fear of failure or fear in general is what's going to be your biggest setback in this year. Like, is this really going to keep you from pursuing your dreams and your goals? Maybe you feel like you don't have enough finances to leave something behind. You can do it on the side. You just have to be motivated. So if you still have to stay at a job, you can do something you want to do on the side, and can like make a board of what you want to do, have a vision. Whether you have to jot it down in a notebook or write it out, you can still do what you want to do. But you, even if you have to stay somewhere you don't want to be, you can still work on what you want to do. There's 24 hours in a day. So if you get off at 3 o'clock, you can come home, cook, or do whatever you have to do, and make notes or jot it down in your notebook about what you want this online business to look like, or look on the internet for property that you want to buy that's cheap, or try to get your credit up to invest in a loan to get something that you want, get a loan for something that you've always wanted to do. You have to free yourself from fear with the Fool being here, because that's going to be your number one. That's going to be your number one thing when it comes to 2024, and especially the first 6 months of 2024. You freeing yourself from fear and not being scared to love again, or start a business of your own because you're afraid it might fail, whether that's the relationship or the business. You have the mind, you have the intelligence to do what it is that you want to do, but you have to let go of fear and go after it. With the Ace of Wands, and some of you that have more than one idea, you can do more than one idea, but you have to focus on one first and get that off the ground, and then focus on the other idea, because I see you being very creative in the next 6 months, and I see you building. Whether it's building in a new relationship, or it's just you building on your own and making your dreams happen, or making something happen, or learning something that you've always wanted to learn. What else does Gemini need to know right now at this time? What else does Gemini need to know right now at this time? If you single, but you have your own money, there is a water sign or earth sign coming towards you. If you single, if you already in a relationship, take it day by day, and don't be scared that they may be like the person you dealt with before. You have dealt, like, anything will surprise you when you give it a chance. But if you don't give it a chance, so you don't even try, then you fail. You fail by default, and that's in anything in life. So Gemini, that is what you need to know right now, and I hope you have a good day.